Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Global Business Update with TA. The Olympics is not having the expected economic impact on Japan. It was supposed to be the event that launches Japan back to the global stage, but guess what? With more than 1 million hotel rooms being cancelled after the event was closed off for outside guests, plus the cost doubling up to $15.4 billion and more, the overall economic impact on Japan from Olympics seems to be quite poor indeed. Not so much good news to start off. Global agriculture output is suffering once again, and the latest victim is the raisins coming from Chile. We also see that in countries like India, Germany, harsh weather conditions are really having a negative impact on agriculture output. Globally, there is a 40% farm to fork wastage of food, which is around 2.5 billion tons of food getting wasted on a regular basis, and all this is having many implications on climate change and the CO2 emission levels as well. Seafood is facing around more than 40% wastage of their output. Well, on another news, we see social bonds picking up in Africa, with Ghana being the first country to get on board. Social bonds are actually bonds where once you invest, that money helps in many societally vital aspects like providing clean water or education, healthcare, etc. And these social bonds are becoming very popular in an era where social conscience of investors is on the rise. And Ghana seems to be riding the wave on it in the African continent to be a pioneer in social bonds. Do you know who the world's biggest plastic polluter is? Take a guess. It's one of the biggest brands, Coca Cola. With more than 3 million tons of plastics produced every year, they are the world's largest or the biggest plastics polluter. But they are trying to clean up their act. With many different partnerships with various sustainability solutions providers, Coca-Cola is trying to reduce their usage of plastics and trying to recycle them more and find out various other solutions, because China is definitely getting tough on them, and that's one market they would not want to be in the bad books of. There are 3 million tons of plastic they produce per year. To put it in a more production perspective, it's around 200,000 plastic bottles every minute. There are many talks of a global super app for some time. A lot of people thought it would be Facebook, then they thought it was Instagram, but looks like the answer is going to be TikTok. TikTok is having a huge number of downloads compared with Facebook and Instagram. In fact, multiple times of those different channels. And guess what? TikTok is going beyond just being a fun video platform and giving many other options, such as the ability to buy things and even send video applications or jobs. Talk about a super app, definitely TikTok is the frontline contender. Some points from the real estate sector, especially for commercial spaces. Well, a lot of Asian organizations of a recent study, in fact 66%, has intended that they plan to return back to the offices as soon as possible, showing that the signs of the pandemic and the remote working and the work from home culture is set to change. However, many multinationals have said that they plan to continue the work from home culture and have that remote working mechanism in place. But a lot of small organizations, especially in Asia, are quite keen to get their staff back to the offices, and already property prices in Hong Kong are showing some positive upward trend. And on a final note, a quick look at the entertainment sector. Netflix had a stellar year in 2020 thanks to the pandemic, but they were down 7% last week as they showed some numbers that didn't look so promising. To begin with, they are supposedly blockbuster hits Lupin, about the imposter, and also Too Hot to Handle, the reality TV show, that has not really caught up that much, and it shows that more people are actually now moving away from streaming services or watching TV and getting back into the world out there, which is not so much good if you are actually Netflix. How this will turn out to be, only time will tell, but for now, things don't look to be that good for streaming businesses. That's it for this week, and no matter what business you are in, stay busy, stay safe, and keep booming.